Hey everyone, this is SuperDfar, and I'm welcoming you back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. Enjoy the video. Alright, so last episode we learned who is long-winded and who is not. So let's go to all the people who are not long-winded, aka Sayori and Natsuki. First, because I can't bother to have someone who's long-winded read. Go to Natsuki first. Wait. I gotta read the poem though. The tenacious town above flies like the old dove, giggling with happiness, the pain of the past followed by success. Dancing all day, life with no decay. Shout for joy, the hope we don't avoid. But mine be spinning, I'm gonna be winning. Time for change, the world is broken and strange. So will you play the game of life, one where you can be killed with a knife? Things can be sad, things can make you mad. It spins you round and round, it makes life unsound. But at the end, we reach peace, and all are special into the ground. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this was as good as your last one, I would be completely mad. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. And to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ugh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she probably would just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. What y'all saying? You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhyme of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spiders and lovers, and I'm gonna tell everyone. Wow, that is a mean poem, but I get it. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you like that. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is probably pretty straightforward in this poem. Yeah, I get this one. I doubt I have to explain it. But with my character, he's gonna have to have her explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. Because Amy likes spiders. And I won't be friends with Amy because of that. And it helps people realize how stupid they are being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Excuse me. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of people found out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares? Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, too. So look forward to it. We're showing Sayuri next because she's the other one who. Oh my goodness. This is so good, SuperDfar. I love it. Especially after yesterday's poem. Ugh. You're too honest sometimes, Sayuri. No, but really. I want to put this one on my wall. Can I? Sayuri. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Ouch. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's a part of you. I'm sure that's a part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a SuperDfar poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of rating you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Huh? Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself for once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. Like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud over in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. Eh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, SuperDfar. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. Pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in the bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a straight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles, deeper and deeper. My fingers go like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging in, digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in comes my friends, and they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who weren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Wow. Sounds like a... Y'all, if you made it to this part of the video, tell me how I did on making this sound like having a rhythm. Like, I feel like it was cool. So just tell me. Inside my head. Holy crud. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. Point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. Gotten pretty passionate about this. I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sorry, always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. That sounds like someone I know. I'm actually surprised, to be honest, I'm actually surprised that I haven't already quit on this YouTube thing. Because usually I just I do stuff like this and I do it for maybe I have great aspirations and stuff, and then maybe I'll do it for like a week or a day. I'm just being real. And then, I just like doing this. It's fun. I wonder if this is one of those times. Seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Alright. I'm doing Yuri before I do shady Monica. I think she's shady sometimes. Alright. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, SuperDfar. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have one example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as the unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences, while aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was so the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. She gonna cut? She gonna kill the raccoon? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. She's gonna kill that raccoon. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions into the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to me and following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic conditioning. Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Sliced a lot of bread. Stop giving bread to raccoons, Yuri. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday. You can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what the poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. Like feeding raccoons? It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I'm sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Huh? Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did. Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Are you gonna slice bread with Natsuki and feed it to raccoons? Are you gonna waste more money on bread and feed it to raccoons? Please, don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I wouldn't probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. And to read Monica's weirdest freak poem. Hi again, SuperDfar. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Aha. I wouldn't count on that. How could we get Monica in the poem maker? Like she's talking about if we can create a masterpiece, but you'll never think any of our poems are a masterpiece. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. Give my poems to Monica. Alright. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh well. We may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. If you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure? You sure you're not reading too much into this? I could be. Oh gosh, sound like Yuri. But in that case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a bit either. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. Those are programming colors. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waving, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. But red, green, blue are programming colors, if you didn't know. So that's weird. The colors of light. Load me? Yo. Red, green, blue are programming colors, and then it says load me. You know, I would explore more and see what I could load. Wait. Could I get out of this? Go to my load. Go to one of these. Okay, now. Let me return. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Ahaha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. Yeah. Monica, have you been on computers way too much? Kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the voice. The noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it is about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or a conversation with the readers. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Ooh. Hoo. 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 Monica has been playing computer games too much, hasn't she? You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ahahaha. That's my advice for today. Save your game. Thanks for listening. Hey everyone, so if you enjoyed the video, why don't you leave this video a like, and if you feel the sudden urge to subscribe, I'm not keeping you from hitting that subscribe button. This is SuperDfar. Peace out.